So the major sign that you're operating from a higher vibration, or that your vibration is raising or rising, is time. So let me explain. The way to think about reality is that there's different layers of density. So lower density is going to be lower vibration, things vibrating lower, slower, having a more, let's say, long or infrequent spectrum, okay, wave formation. And then higher frequency is those waveforms are going to start to bunch up. More information is happening in a shorter amount of time. More movement is occurring within a shorter amount of time. The vibration is increasing more rapidly, okay? So that's just kind of like a very simple way of thinking about it. But we have to understand then, well, okay, if the frequency, the vibration is rising, that means there's more shit happening in a shorter amount of time. That means that the wave function is becoming tighter and tighter and tighter. And the amplifications, the wave amplifications are getting higher and higher and higher. Okay? So things are happening more rapidly. The frequency is rising. So if that's the case, we can then surmise and understand that as you raise your vibration, time starts to bend. The experience of time starts to change for you personally. I want you to think about, and we're going to do this experientially. So now we're doing this, conceptually. We're using our minds. Who gives a fuck, right? That's all well and good. We can circle jerk intellectually all we want. But let's give you a concrete example that you can actually relate to. And I know every single one of you will understand this example as soon as I present it. Okay? So say you're exercising, right? And you're doing push-ups, or you're doing a plank or a wall sit, or something that's very physically strenuous, even running a mile, right? That's, say, 30 minutes of a wall sit, a plank, or running aggressively, intensely, ferociously. That 30 minutes is going to go by slow, right? It's almost like time extends and the minutes count down slower and slower and slower. You're in school and you really want to leave. You want to go home and watch your favorite thing on the telly, right? Eat your favorite cereal in front of the TV. And it seems like the clock is slowing down, or every second is excruciating. Time is going by so slow. Every moment is agonizing. Anyone who's ever been in the throes of depression or anxiety or despair or grief or anything, shame, guilt, negative emotions, in a negative emotional state can understand that time feels like forever, but in a bad way. You feel like there's linear time, you're here, and you need to get to there, and it's forever. You can't bear it. Time slows down, time is denser. You're moving through time, space and time, slower, heavier. That is a low vibrational energy, a negative state. Now, let's switch it. Times where you've been in states of peace, tranquility, joy, excitement, enthusiasm. That is higher vibration, positive emotions. Time flies when you're having fun for a fucking reason, because it's real, especially when you're a kid, right? So you have that same example before. You're a kid and you're in school, and every second at school, or every second taking a test, or when you're in trouble, you're grounded. The moments, the days, they like a snail's pace. But then you're outside and you're having fun with your friends, and you're going on adventures, you're using your imagination, you're running around, and the time could not go by faster. Or you're in front of the TV watching your favorite show, eating your favorite meal, and that meal just goes away like that. And the TV show ends like that, and you gotta wait till next week, and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe it. I hate this. The show where I enjoyed myself went by so fast, and then the week in between that show went by like it was years. Huh? Exactly. So the major sign that you're raising your vibration is that time starts to speed up. The experience of time is speeding up. The days go by faster and faster. And also things start to happen more simultaneously, meaning that at higher vibrations of reality, time is less linear. Things are more synchronous and aligned, coherent, but also overlapping, because time, linear time, is just an illusory perceptual byproduct of being a finite being in an infinite universe. Time is only as real as the finite being you are, because space and time are inextricably linked together, okay? So that means time becomes less linear. A leads to B, C, no. You have synchronicities, you have things where things start to align, Or you get deja vu, where the past, things you feel like you've experienced or seen in the past are happening now in the future. Or you feel like you're getting premonitions or intuitive downloads from the future in the past, right? Or things that you feel like you're in the right place at the right time, things are feeling aligned, or even the days are starting to blend together and you can't really remember if that was a dream from the past or something from the future, and everything is starting to meld together into one indescribable synchronistic soup of consciousness. And now this was a lot, but I think you understand what I'm, especially in moments where you're moving towards something that you're hoping to achieve. You're raising your vibration. In the process of raising your vibration, what you're really doing is you're not adding things, you're not adding vibration, you're taking away the things that are blocking your vibration from operating at a higher state of consciousness, of awareness, of experience, of understanding and wisdom. So, a major sign that your vibration is rising is that time speeds up and you are experiencing more deja vu, intuitive downloads, and synchronicities, meaningful coincidences that cannot be explained in your day-to-day life. Now, if you want to raise your vibration, like I said before, you want to let go of the things that are blocking you or heal the blocks in you or the fractures, the decoherence, because again, one aspect of raising your vibration is also alignment. And to do that is to do the inner work, to locate the areas of yourself that are blocked, that are inhibited, that are fractured, that need healing. The traumas and the negative energies, the negative states, the negative thought patterns, the limiting beliefs that are constraining you. Because also another thing with raising vibration is there's an expansion. There's a natural expansion because you're taking off the training wheels, you're taking off the restrictions, the shackles, if you will, in your consciousness, in your mind. And then that is reflected externally, but the external is always going to be a ladder downstream effect of the internal state inside of you. So if you want help doing that, to raise your vibration by letting go of the things that are blocking you from raising your vibration, I have a transformation guide down below where you can get in the description. You also can get a free trial as well. And through this process, I give you a step-by-step process to raise your vibration. So then time starts to flow by faster. Humanity as a whole is actually raising their vibration. This is why time feels like it's speeding up. The days are going by faster. More information is happening, right? And as more information happens and comes at you, especially in this day and age where information has never been more rapid and the transformations have never been more rapid, what you need to do is actually need to slow down. People think you need to speed up to match the pace. No. If you try to match the pace of reality as it speeds up, as society as a whole, as humanity is raising their vibration, you're going to trip over yourself and you're going to lose sight of the bigger picture and you're going to get lost in the sauce. What you really need to do is not speed up because that's just going to lead to more anxiety and that's actually more restriction and that's more doing and that just makes more friction and makes it actually more difficult for you to keep up. What you want to do is you want to be like light, which is light, right? What's the fastest thing in the universe? Photons. They have the least amount of mass, the least amount of friction, density. So you make yourself less dense, put less friction in your life, more flow, more fluidity. Understand? And that process is, again, doing the inner work to let go of the things that are holding you back from becoming the best version of yourself and slowing down, actually doing less because you allow the flow of reality to take you on the trip, to take you on the journey. It's getting faster and faster. And the more that you swim, you think you're going downstream with it. No, you're actually swimming upstream. You're creating that friction, that tension, that stress. Okay? So at the very least, even if you don't get the transformation guide, you don't do the step-by-step process, slow down. Don't think that you need to speed up with time right now. And as time speeds up, as you raise your vibration, that just means you got to relax more, loosen more, let go more, and allow yourself to expand naturally to match the frequency of reality, of the new reality that is operating at a higher vibration than you were before.